So, Joseph, the Communist Party in China took power in 1949 after their civil war with the nationalists, or the Kuomintang, who then moved to Taiwan. Why hasn't China acted militarily since 1949 to reunify Taiwan with mainland China?
They tried a couple of times in the 50s, caused the cross-strait crisis by shooting at some of the outer islands that Taiwan owns. But other than that, the Chinese military was not strong enough to take Taiwan over militarily. And after all, there's the Taiwan Strait, separate Taiwan and China. And that becomes a barrier for the Chinese government to exercise force against Taiwan. But now the situation is very different. Look at its modern fleet on the surface, or submarines, or their power in the air, or even their missile power. I think people will come to understand that China is much more powerful than what it was before. And that is something that we need to be very cautious in dealing with China, especially coming to the military confrontation. And in order to deal with the situation that we are facing a much more powerful adversary these days, we need to do several things at the same time. The first is need to prevent war from taking place. We are pursuing a very cautious, very prudent policy toward China, try not to antagonize China or try not to provoke China in order to prevent war from taking place. And we also try constantly to invite the Chinese for negotiations to resolve the differences in between Taiwan and China. Our hope is to have a peaceful and stable situation in this part of the world. And other than that, we also need to strengthen our military capability. In the last few years, we have been making more and more investment in military so that Taiwan is able to defend itself. And we are also trying to engage in more security discussions or dialogues with like-minded partners, especially the United States, so that we can get necessary help, especially the providence of military hardware for Taiwan to be able to defend itself. And another factor that we need to consider here in Taiwan is to make more friends. And in the last few years, we are making more and more friends, especially our relationship with Australia has been improving tremendously.